Bart.
Well, that was the annoying thing last week was that Alex fucking showed up during the last game, and it was
Yeah.
funny once, but we can't really play that off again.
No, but if we wait until 10:15, we'll be doing this until 11:30, and it's
I
like,
know. I don't want to do that.
I don't wanna.
I ain't doing that.
I ain't about that. I ain't about that noise.
Uh,
where's Alex?
Can you find the Alex?
Where did he go?
Oh no.
That's not Alex. Try again.
That's a chair.
Oh, what do we do with chairs? Sit on them, sit on them. That's right. We sit on them. You know what else we sit on? Faces, but that's for older people.
getting weird.
Oh,
Getting
yeah.
weird. Getting real weird real fast.
Can you find a face to sit on?
I'd like to point out for our listen viewers that all 0 of them that I'm aware that we haven't put out a show. We put out our first show in like 6 weeks, and I'm not apologizing. That was very much on purpose. You know, they say always leave them wanting more, and we just did that. We're really good at what we do.
I
so we
sleep
did that
wanting more by not giving
by
them
not giving them any, by giving them nothing. I refuse to apologize. No, I had a bad case of life, and then I was cured of my life. I have no more life. No, it's the doctors say I'm free. My body is free of life, so I have plenty of time to catch up on our massive backlog of shows. I will point out that in the show I was editing today, I found a nugget where when I first recorded that show that I was editing, I jokingly said, in 7 weeks when I'm editing this, ha! And then I did some math in my head, and I realized that I was exactly right, that it was 7 weeks later, and I was editing that show. And I wasn't sure whether to be proud or ashamed, so I'm proud. I choose to be proud of that. I choose to be very proud of that. I'm an accurate person. We are...
So you're Nostradamus, basically, is that you can tell the future.
I'm Nuxtradamus.
Nuxtradamus.
I predict that Donald Trump will win the Republican nomination, and then his people will rise up and kill him.
Oh, that.
I want Donald Trump to come in as a surprise and win the Democratic nomination. That's what I'm putting my bets on.
At this rate, really anything can happen. It's like, fine.
Yeah, there's no fucking ceiling to wherever this or floor, depending on your
the thing is, there's actually
no
a website.
ceilings!
That's
That's
there's a
my
website
favorite Lil Wayne mixtape. Just saying.
Yeah.
Anyway,
There's
continue.
it's okay. There's a website my dad uses called electoral-vote.com, and basically it's this guy who's very, very unbiased, just kind of explaining very simply using like actual sources to be like, no, here's actually what's going on. For instance, if you look at it, Donald Trump still doesn't have a snowball's chance in hell because, like, representative, the 7% of Latino voters who hate him so much can vote him out by themselves.
Right.
So it's just like, everyone's like, oh my God, Donald Trump has a chance. Like, no, people understand he's a racist idiot. Like,
Yeah,
it's
okay.
not-
Okay, so the other day I was in the car and I just like turned on the radio, and of course because it's Mississippi, there's just like this talk radio, that refers to the place that I work as like the liberal underbelly, and it's like we just like some like unbiased news source that like listens to both sides. So it's like, okay. Anyway, so we're the liberal underbelly. Anyway,
Nice.
so this radio station, it was like after the Obama came out with like his like plan for like gun control stuff, and the news anchor, literally read a bunch of responses, made comparisons to Hitler, said that Donald Trump was like compared him to Jesus, and then complained about eating vegetables, like in one sentence.
Oh.
Is he
It was-
14?
Apparently, it was like, and guess what? No more coleslaw. Can you believe that cabbage is like not available anymore? It's like, I'm sorry, wait, what? It's like I thought I was listening to this like really impassioned person, explain his view on the world, and then all of a sudden we're talking about like complaining about eating vegetables.
Well,
It
how
was
do you know he's not really
wonderful.
passionate about coleslaw?
I mean,
Someone's got to be, or else they wouldn't
but
make
there
it.
was no segue. It was just like if you drive like a manual car and you like miss the gear shift and it just kind of goes "Ugh!" and it like keeps going. That's basically what happened, but to this extreme news radio.
So this radio show just dropped its transmission on air.
Basically, and I was just trying to find some nice driving music, and there was none until we got in range of a classic hip hop station, and that made me very happy.
In
because it
Mississippi.
was music, of course, yeah,
Okay. Do they know who performs those songs though? Those tracks? Do they realize who's? I realize on radio you can't see the person performing it, but are they aware down there, or is it someone doing it ironically?
I'm not sure if it was the Super Talk Radio people. Actually, I'm pretty sure it was not the Super Talk Radio people playing the old school hip hop. So I think it was done intentionally.
Okay. Oh, by the way, before we continue talking, now that we've talked, how do our levels sound? compared to
Like
each other?
poop.
Okay.
Mhm.
Because the last two shows I've been bumping up Ed's volumes in editing room.
I can also bump up my volume here.
Well, you sound about the same as
Whatever.
as Matt now, but I can't tell how it compares to mine though.
By the
I'm
way,
mad now.
I almost misspoke and was very quickly reminded of my favorite Looney Tune title ever. Are you aware that there was a Warner Brothers cartoon called Boobs in the Woods?
I am now.
No.
As in like a stupid person, not as in like a breast, but still.
I mean, yeah. I love that my buddies from RIT back who are still up there whenever I visit them, they always find like they're always on a new thing that they found that they obsess over, and then they quote persistently, and last time it was Yosemite Sam. So like they found like a supercut on YouTube of just Yosemite Sam quotes with zero context, and it's just hilarious.
Oh man.
They'll just be like, when I say whoa, I mean whoa. Like, ooh, that's a frickin' rigga sugar. And they're just like, dude, imagine Mel Blanc just sitting in a recording studio, and you can tell by the way they alter the volume that he's yelling at the top of his lungs, and they just mix it so he sounds normal. But in order to make that voice properly, you have to shout at the top of your lungs. You cannot just speak Yosemite Sam.
No.
And I'm just picturing like a man with like a mustache in the 1950s smoking a cigarette between takes like Mad Men, and then he just goes in there. He's like, "Oh, that's a frickin'
And then they pay him like $1 billion.
yeah, and then they pay him $1 million.
Well, it's kind of like how I want to get really good at, for some reason, I'd love to get good at a Gilbert Gottfried impression, but the only time you can practice it is if you're screeching at the top of your lungs
Yeah,
trying
he's
to
like,
nail it. It's
learning
not
to
like Hank
Gilbert-
Hill where it's like, oh, just learn.
It's not like it's like Gilbert Gottfrieding is learning how to play the drums. You have to have a very specific room to do it in.
Mm-hmm.
You need a Gottfried room,
Yes. Not a drum room, a Gottfried room.
soundproof.
Unfortunately, we didn't get the house with the basement, so I can't really practice my Gottfried.
Well, does our son really need a room? I mean, think about it. Is it more important to have a Gottfried room?
I mean, closets build character.
Yeah. Look at Harry Potter.
Yeah, I mean, how is your son ever going to get whisked away to a magical world of wizards and witches if he's in a posh regular kid's room? That's for suckers.
I can't remember if I mentioned last week about how, so my littlest sister and my older sister, before she went back to college, watched all 8 Harry Potter movies in a week, in 6 days.
And then they're eyes bled.
The thing is, like, when they were like our age when these movies came out. So like every time a new movie come out, you're like, oh, I'm 14 and the characters are 14. Now he's swimming with gillyweed and I am in 8th grade. But like watching them all in a row, you realize just how crazy they get by the 8th movie. Because like the first movie is like kids, and then they win the House Cup, and there's some cheering, and then the 8th movie is like, oh, everything's broken. All of our favorite characters are dead, and I hate everyone who's left. Not really.
Spoiler alert. Everyone.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
Wait, and you
dun,
haven't
dun,
seen,
dun, dun.
You haven't seen Harry Potter, right?
No, I don't care. I don't care. Spoil it. I don't care.
Well, obviously, I'm not saying I'm going to apologize for spoiling a movie series that started back in 2000.
Yeah.
Out and
The
been
embargo
done
for
like-
spoilers has lifted. Just like Force Awakens, I can tell. I don't feel bad about saying.
Whoa!
Star
I
Wars.
haven't seen Space Movie 7 yet.
Well, then that's too bad.
I
You
saw
know,
it.
plenty of time. The entire planet saw it. It made $1 billion. It literally made $1 billion. So it made. No, that's not how math works. Never mind. It made a lot
How
of money.
math works.
No.
My shtick that I just do is like, oh boys, Space Movie 7. You got Hans and Chewie, and Hans can fly his Maltese Falcon 12 parsnips across the galaxy. I just like go off on like a bunch of things because I'm a jerk.
Well, the thing is, I'm gonna keep up my tradition of seeing the first one in each trilogy and never going beyond that. So I saw 7. I probably won't see 8 or 9, just because patterns. Because I've seen 1 and I've seen 4.
You didn't have to see one.
But well, the thing is, like, it's
No
like,
one
oh,
did.
I'm gonna watch Star Wars now, and I start at either beginning, and I never care enough to go on to the next one.
Wow. That's impressive. That's an impressive level of nihilism.
Well, it's not even
No,
like nihilism. It's just like, oh yeah, I'll watch the next one sometime, and then I never do.
And then you forget the first one you saw.
Well, I mean, Dad, like, grew up. He was a kid when the 4 came out. Like, he was like 11. He's like, this is amazing. Like, you never see anything like that. But now he's like rewatching. He's like, oh my god, like I'm so sick of this. He just straight up dislikes 4 now. It's like it's really cool, or was really cool, but it's not well acted or well directed or really well written. It's just a space movie.
Yeah, well, it's because George Lucas is more of a producer than a director.
Although American Graffiti's really good. So
Isn't
like,
a bad thing. It's just like he's just better at producing and writing than he is, which
Making the movie.
he's which I guess arguably is the more important part.
it's kind of funny.
So we've given Alex enough of a wide berth to show his face. He is not
He'll probably show up again.
in the middle of the fucking show. You know, whatever.
Yeah. And everyone who does that is just a jerk. Like anyone who ever does that, like.
It's like walking into a movie midway and like talking on your phone. Hi, I'm in the movie. I'm getting in the movie. It's about. I was late. It's about halfway through the movie. Give me some popcorn. I'm watching the movie.
On my flight from Chicago back to Rochester after I was in LA, this man sits in in the diagonal of me in this tiny plane now, and he's on his phone, and he's on it so long that the flight attendant actually had to tell him to turn it off because the plane was about to take off. But the thing is, he spoke in like a North Dakota accent, and I didn't think it was real because it seemed so much like Fargo, or like he was planning something, but he looked like a big dork. So like this 45-year-old guy is being like, oh yeah, no, I'm in the plane now, and I think we're about to take off. And it's just like, what? Is he like?
And the thing is, like,
gibberish?
Yeah, and the thing is, like, the whole kind of irony of Fargo is they're like, oh, we're nice people doing horrible things to each other.
Yeah.
But
Oh, geez,
because, like, I saw Fargo before I met people, like, from that part of the world, it's like, oh, people are just insane.
Yeah.
No, that's, the kind of the joke of the movie, but whatever. And I guess the TV show. But
I started watching the TV show finally. It's really weird watching Martin Freeman do an American North Dakota accent. Just very strange. But
So, all right, let's do the intro. Let's get this
cool.
this pony on the road. Hey, this is Jim Knuckles. We are doing it is January 31st, 2016. We're doing a show. We're doing our shows. We're done numbering them because I don't like numbers.
this is 23.
Shut up. It's not.
Show 23.
Oh my god, that's my age. But no one likes you if you're that age, according to one band.
What? Wait, I don't get it.
Well,
I don't get it.
you think it is.
I actually don't get it. Wait, what?
Ed, there's a simple question you need to ask yourself. What is your age?
22.
Okay, again, what is your age?
Yeah.
22.
Now ask
still
yourself
22.
that question.
What is your age?
No, yourself. So use use the first person.
Oh, what is my age?
Now do it
Okay.
twice.
Now do it twice.
What is my age?
Okay, now
What is my age?
Okay. Now add again to the end of that. Oh, this is totally worth it.
This is my age.
You know, my favorite Blink-182 song. What is my age again?
What is my age? What is my age? By Blink-182.
They just sound like
Is it a
they just have,
Blink-182 song?
Yes!
Yeah.
It's
I don't
the
listen to
Blink-182
Blink-182.
No, it's just Blink-182 is like it's an 80-year-old band with dementia. I'm just like, what is my
What
age?
is my age?
What is my age?
What's my age? What's my age? So, we're doing a show.
I've shown my knowledge of pop punk music. And it's very lacking. I mean,
It's okay, Ed.
So, all right. Well, I am Mike Devine, I'm the host, and we're taking you on a magical tour of everything except pop punk. Apparently, we're staying away from that minefield today. We are a weekly-ish.
it just goes on and on and on and on and on and on.
How do you know that, but not what's my age again? Never mind. We're staying away from it. No. So we are a weekly-ish podcast, and by that I mean I'm editing an episode today that we recorded 7 weeks ago, and that's okay. So we are doing this live over the Google Hangouts. Google Hangouts is the unsucky sibling of Skype. It allows us to do all kinds of cool things. We are recording this live onto YouTube as we speak, which means that viewers or listeners, technically they're viewers, they're literally just viewing a big picture of Chimp Knuckles with boom things with boobs coming out.
Mike, do you know what boobs look like?
I know what woods full of boobs look like. I'm familiar with that. Our viewers are so confused. We're referencing things that happened before we went live. What?
That's always good. Is just reference things that no one will get.
What?
Let's have an entire show that's just nothing but inside jokes. Like that one time we did a documentary where the animal was Dave.
Yeah,
it's like,
it was
Dave-umentary. This is hilarious. Yeah,
it was hilarious to us. That was a gift for us. So what's nice about Google Hangouts is not only are we recording live on two of the YouTubes, which makes my job a lot easier to edit this shit later, we can also do a whole bunch of cool things like sound effects. We have a whole handful of bunch of sound effects here. We got a whole bunch we can mess around with. We do have one that I'd like to introduce you to, known as the new choice bell, the old choice bell, the brown choice bell, the brown bell. The brown bell, what happens is every time you hear the brown bell, you have to change the choice of what you just said. In this case, I just renamed the new choice bell to the brown bell, and that is canon. That's forever. So the brown bell, the brown help. The brown bell is one of our. We use that. You'll hear that as you play along. So. All right, so now that we got all the rules worked out here, all the fun can begin. So let's go ahead and let's meet our players. We've got 2 players here today. We were expecting a third. He's gonna show up in the middle of a fucking game. I'm calling it now because I'm Nuxtradamus.
Which game do you think he's going to show up in the middle?
It won't be the last one. It'll be like the middle of it. So we have to make the tough call of whether to start over or not.
Like the third game?
The third game or maybe the second game. He'll just be like, hey, whoa, I'm here.
Mike, I'm going to start referring to your Nostradamus predictions as just divine intervention.
Whoa. So, let's go ahead and meet the players. First, we have Ed Foose, a.k.a. Ed Foose. Ed is a former pop-punk bandmate who left to pursue his true passion of asking people their age. Ed, how are you doing?
That's great. I hear you recently had a birthday. So how old are you now?
I'm 28.
28. Wait. But didn't you just have a birthday though? So wouldn't that make you like 29, or did you just turn 28? Or
no, I turned 28 again.
You turned 28 again. Well,
it was my age, and now it's my age again.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22.
But nobody likes you when you're 22.
I guess not.
I hear they like you less if you're 23. Anyway, so it's nice to see you, Ed. We also have. I think we hurt Matt. We got our other contestant here is Matt Lees, a.k.a. Stromba. Matt is Travis Barker in disguise. How you doing, Matt?
Rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat, crash cymbal, crash. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat.
Rat-tat-toing to toing.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Matt. I hope the tests come back negative.
Tattoos. I survived a plane crash,
It
actually.
sounded you crashed. You were crossing
Tattoo.
into North Dakota territory, like tattoos. Yeah, tattoos.
My name is Travis Barker. I'm the drummer for.
I just love mohawks.
182 times.
I survived a plane crash once, and that was real interesting. I should tell you that story sometime. Travis
Wait,
Barker
wait,
here at a
wait,
tat crash symbol.
Okay, so now we've met our players. Let's go ahead. We're going to jump in to our first game. Our first game is a game that I like to call Try That On for Size.
Can I lead it?
Ed's going to lead it.
Oh.
So Ed's going to lead it. Do you know what you want to do the intro?
Sure, yeah, I'll do the intro.
All right.
All right, boys and girls. This is a game called Try That On for Size. So we're going to give our wonderful players, Mike and Matt here, an action that they're going to have to sound and then repurpose that sound into other actions. So, say, Matt, you're applauding somebody.
I'm applauding somebody. Try that on for size.
And then Mike would have to go,
I'm jerking off loudly. Try that on for size.
and then they keep...
Classic.
Wow!
Wow!
Woohoo! Yeah, and then they'd have to do that until whatever, and I'll stop doing it whenever. Okay. So
forget this
let's
guy.
have...
Don't forget that sound effect.
Yeah, and that's how we end that it's a thing. Who cares? All right. Let's have Mike. Let's have you go first. You are charming a snake.
I'm charming a snake. Try that on for size.
I'm the really bad new Jeopardy song. Try that on for size.
I'm trying to figure out how to play What's My Age Again on the keytar. Try that on for size.
I'm R1D1, the inferior model. Try that on for size.
I'm the original Apple starting up. Try that on for size.
I'm a adult from the Peanuts trying to sing. Try that on for size.
I'm entering the security code on my house to get in. Try that on for size.
Hello? Yes, this is the police. What do you need? Try that on for size.
Check out my new Kenny G ringtone on my Nokia phone. Try that on for size.
I'm a southern charmer noodling away at a club. Try that on for size.
Man, I wish I could give you the point for the Kenny G ringtone, because that was I couldn't have thought of that. That was good. Let's say you are feeding ducks. We'll have Matt start this one. You're feeding ducks.
I'm feeding ducks. Try that on for size.
I'm throwing ninja stars at ducks. Try that on for size.
I just finished a race and I'm huffing and puffing trying to get my breath back. Try that on for size.
The lumberjack union called and they took away our chainsaws, and now I got to use my breath to blow down this tree. Try that on for size.
I suck at blowing out a birthday cake. Try that on for size.
I'm better at blowing out the birthday cake because I blow the candles, not the cake. Try that on for size.
All right.
It's a good thing that you called that, because the dog heard me make that sound and thinks I'm in trouble, and she's trying to bite my hand to bring me back to life. Out of here, Moki. No, I'm dog sitting. Moki is the name of the dog. I'm dog sitting her.
Can you send us a picture
I can.
afterwards?
Ow! Stop it! I'm fine, Moki. Hang on, I gotta go comfort Moki. She thinks I'm dead. Come here, you.
Okay.
Come here. What are you doing? Ow! Stop biting me. It's not playtime. This is bad timing. This is very unprofessional, Moki.
This is the best guest we've ever had on this show. Moki the dog.
Moki
What
the
do you-
dog. He's a puppy, but she's just had a growth spurt, and she doesn't realize she's 20 pounds now. And when she paws at you, it used to be cute. Now it's just like it mutilates your flesh when she does it.
Yes.
So it's just like, I'm a puppy, and she just ruins your day. Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna let her gnaw on my arm while we do this. It's fine.
That's fine.
All right,
It's fine.
this one's for all the marbles, though. All
man.
the marbles. All of them, because you both have 1 point. You best 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
So that's cool. You are doing gymnastics. We'll have Mike start this one.
God.
Hey up, ho up, ho. I'm doing gymnastics. Try it on precise.
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I'm a Finnish man trying to woo my wife. Try that on precise.
Hey up, hurry up, hurry up. I'm a turn of the century boxer practicing his bare knuckle boxing. Try it on precise.
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I'm a very unsuccessful ship sailor trying to spin a sea yarn song. Try that on precise.
Hey up, hey up, hey up. I'm a depression era man having an orgasm. Try it on precise.
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I'm a very goofy dad dodging balls and dodgeball. Try that on precise.
Hey up, hey up, hey up. I am Alex Louise Armstrong, and this power is beautiful. Try it on precise.
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I am the last Native American chief trying to keep our traditions alive. Try that on precise.
That's sad.
I want to give Matt the point because that was a terrible Alex Louise Armstrong impression. I feel like I could do much better if I was allowed to feel bad about it because it's later.
Whatever. All right, so Matt wins. He wins. He wins a cricket.
Thank you, thank you.
Yay.
I'd like to thank my parents for birthing me. I'd like to thank Random Chance for birthing me as who I am.
I'd like to thank Chance the Rapper for giving me music to listen to.
I'd like to thank Birth the Chance for wrapping me up.
I'd like to thank Chance for making me cry so much in Homeward Bound.
I'd like to thank Chance and Community Chest for giving me more money in Monopoly.
I think we just invented a new improv game right here. 6 degrees of fucking whatever.
Ooh, wow, that is a
6 degrees of fucking.
Let me just type that into Google real quick.
You may not want to.
Yeah.
You're just gonna get like Eskimo porn.
6 degree fucking. So let's. I think we just found our show title. So let's go on to our next game. Our next game, we're gonna play some audiobook. So audiobook is a game for our two other players, Ed and Matt.
No, Mike. Joke's on you. I'm gonna lead this game.
All right, fine.
User.
All right, so
Work.
to restart, because I'm a jerk. This is the game of audiobook. The way this works is our two characters or players are going to be playing famous characters or have a certain quirk about them, and they're going to be retelling us a famous story or book in the style of the character or in the quirk of that character. And whenever you hear this noise, we'll switch between who's talking. And by the end, we'll hopefully have heard the entire story, and we'll get a nice abridged version of said book or story. So, that being said, let me see if I can grab a suggestion for a story really quick. Or I could just make you do dictionary like I said I would last week. And while I'm getting a suggestion for that, I will give you guys a couple of character traits. So, Mike, you are just desperately looking for your son in a crowd at a Creed concert. And Ed, you are Creed. And I want to hear the story of the Telltale Heart. The classic Edgar Allan. Classic Edgar Allan Poe story, The Telltale Heart. And Mike is desperately searching for a son whom he lost at a Creed concert, and Ed is all of Creed. So, players, this is the game of audiobook. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, please begin, Mike.
What is this god-awful sound? Why did my son come here? Hello, did anybody see it? Did anybody see him? I mean, I don't know where he is. Somebody's got to know where he is. I've been looking for him. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's still alive, but at least I need his heart. That's what I need, is at least to have his heart back, because, I mean, if he's dead, it's fine. As long as his heart's still beating, that's fine. Even if it's,
Can I search in your house? Can I search for the missing man? Can I search in your house?
Oh, what is that sound? Is this what kids are into? My God, no wonder my son is gone. He probably killed himself. What is he doing here? Oh, son, where are you? Can anybody help me? I mean, I don't. Well, check under the. Well, go. What about on the stage? You said you saw him run on the stage. Okay, hang on. All right, wait. All right. I just gotta. Excuse me. I just gotta get through here. I gotta get to the stage. Why would they build a stage out of wood when it's outdoors? I don't understand. But
With hearts wide open, I will tell you thing. I'll show you the man, the heart wide open. With hearts wide open.
you know that lead singer sounds awfully guilty sounding, and he's stomping on that one floorboard on the stage an awful lot. Hey, Stap, get over here. I got a question for you. What's that under the floorboard? What, you gonna tell me, or you just gonna keep singing, huh?
Hold me now. The heart's under the floorboard. I'm thinking maybe this man is so far down. I said, hold me now. I'm 6 feet.
Hey, I heard that. Fucking get over here. Get over here, Stap. Where do you think you're going? Get back here. Get the fuck back here. Oh, what just happened?
Well, the game just ended with you screaming for Scott Stapp to get right over here right now. So, I mean, it has been one excellent ride. So thank you.
I hope I'm not confusing. Scott Stapp is Creed, not Nickelback,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Who's Nickelback? Who's the lead singer of Nickelback?
A can of worms.
I think it's like Chad Kroger. Is that who I'm thinking of? Or is
That
or
sounds right.
That sounds right.
something like that. I mean, it just doesn't matter. We're improv band names. It's fine.
It's Anthony Kiedis.
Kiedis?
No, it's not Anthony Kiedis. It's
Anthony
not.
Kiedis,
That
the
is-
Slack-jawed yokel?
Yes. Yeah, the Red Hot Chili Peppers guy.
It's Tom York. He's the lead singer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It is Blink-182. He's the lead singer of Nickelback.
Mark Tom and Travis.
What is my age? What is my age? A memoir by Mark Hoppus. All right.
All right. Let's jump into our next game here. We're gonna do. I want to do a game that's a personal favorite of mine. We're gonna do It'd Be Funnier If, featuring our best cast member ever, the random noun generator.
Yay!
We do have an audience, so if you want something, I can get a suggestion.
We can get a suggestion for our scene. Absolutely.
Okay. Let me just.
So we're gonna consult our studio audience, all of him.
Any like lead for this suggestion? Any like.
Yeah, so let's get a suggestion for. So first, Travis, or not Travis. What am I doing? It'd Be Funnier If is a game where. It'd be funnier if it was Travis. It'd Be Funnier If is a game where we're gonna have our two players, Ed and Matt, conduct a scene, and we're gonna get a suggestion for that scene. First, I want to get a suggestion for that scene. I want to get a suggestion for an uncomfortable time in childhood. That's the suggestion for the scene. So we're going to get a suggestion for our audience. Meanwhile, I'm going to explain how this works. It's a standard scene game. We're going to take our suggestion, and they're going to enact the scene. But periodically, I'm going to interrupt the game by saying, "It would be funnier if," and then I will come up with some way that it would in fact be funnier. And the catch is we're going to turn to our trusty friend, the random noun generator, to help us. So in the middle of a scene, I might say, "It'd be funnier if Ed's hand were covered in," and then I press generate on this noun generator, and then we get
Time.
sponge. So your hand is now.
My hand is super absorbent.
There you go.
Oh my!
There's a pineapple
These
on
are
the
some-
seat. My hand.
These are much less nasty than I thought they'd be. So a couple suggestions are getting caught not brushing your teeth or getting caught breaking a dish.
Let's do breaking a dish is your suggestion.
Okay.
So breaking a dish is a suggestion.
I feel
Oh,
like
and then creepy uncle asking to sit on his lap. Okay, that's the third one.
Let's do dish. This is a family show. So we're gonna do dish.
No, it's not. Have you listened to Chip Knuckles before?
No, I just
Don't
edited
you
them. I don't
edit
listen
the
to them.
show?
Yes, but that doesn't mean I listen to them.
We're a family
like
show for
the
people who
main
don't know what their
news?
age is.
Exactly. Ageless families. So okay, so that's our scene.
Okay.
So we all know the rules now. So players, this is the game of it'd be funnier if. Your suggestion is breaking a dish. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Begin.
I did the dishes, finally, that you stopped yelling at me. I finally did the dishes, so you can get off me. I'm
Well-
going over to my boyfriend's house.
Jeez, say it any louder, and Mom and Dad are gonna hear you.
Look, I just wanted to go. I did my chores, okay? So don't leave me.
It'd be funnier if their mom and dad were inside of a umbrella.
Look, I know they're caught outside of the rain, Mom and Dad, but I have a raincoat, so I can just go over to Derek's house, and it'll be
I sometimes
fine.
forget you like to speak sentences backwards, and sometimes it makes it hard to understand what's actually going on. However, Stacy, you still haven't dried the dishes. You did the dishes, but they're all sopping wet. I'm not gonna eat pork off a wet plate.
They're on themselves.
It'd be funnier if Matt's name was bibliography.
Hey, shut up, bibliography. Okay, you know what? You just think because you're 2 minutes older than me that you can just boss me around. Well, guess what? You can't.
Listen,
Why don't you dry the dish?
You're not
Just
the
here,
one.
take this
You're not
dish.
the one who
Take the
people get
dish.
upset at when they shorten your name in church. Okay?
Oh,
You're
shut
not
up,
the one people get
bibliography.
upset at. Okay?
I'm sorry, Bib. Just take the dish and dry it yourself. Here, just take it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop it.
Why would you drop? Why is that even a threat?
Here, take
What?
it. Take it.
No, I'm not taking
It'd
it.
be funnier if the dish were covered in alcohol.
Here.
What did you wash these in?
Well,
These
the
smell
same
like
way.
Uncle Gary.
Well, you just use the rubbing alcohol because that's how we clean wounds
Use
and
rubbing alcohol on the dishes.
Yeah. Well, because
What
the
are we-
animals that we killed died, and so they must have been hurt. And when I'm hurt, I put
I
alcohol
forgot
on
about
my
the lovely rotting carcasses that were fed every day. Someone should call CPS on us. I'm named Bibliography. You're Stacy. You're not even allowed to have a boyfriend. And you know what? This is bullshit.
I'm allowed to have a
It'd
boyfriend.
be funnier if the kitchen were inside of a cloakroom.
Look, okay, I'm allowed to have a boyfriend, and I'm allowed to wear as many of these jackets as I want to. And you know what? If I
gotta
choose
overheat.
not to eat your meat, then I will just eat spinach. And
Damn it! I did out of curiosity. I did one more click, and the next choice would have been so much better. It was oven.
Listen, I know you just washed the frying pan, but now we're in the oven, and this idiom just doesn't make sense anymore.
It'd be funnier if it made sense.
Our dad and mom, Hansel and Gretel, something about thrown in an oven, evil witch. Cat died.
Ha. Okay. Moving right along. Let's go ahead. We're gonna do another game. This is the game of. Do you guys want to do interrogation or documentary?
I prefer interrogation.
Yeah.
I think interrogation's a bit more fun.
Okay. So.
I don't know actually which one's more fun. I think documentary works really well when Topher's here because he's a very good documentarian. Not that we're-
Whales!
Whales.
You know,
It's not easy being green.
it is all the whales. Okay, Topher,
Diddy.
whatever accent that is.
Unique dicks!
Does anybody want to run interrogation?
We'll just who wants to guess first?
Or
of all,
rather,
and then
sorry, not run. Does anyone want to guess interrogation? Is what I meant.
I did last time, but I'll do it again if people want
I'll
to.
guess.
Okay.
We'll guess. Okay.
Yeah, I will mute my thing.
Okay.
You
So-
mute that thing.
Goodbye.
Mute that thing. Okay.
Muted.
So, interrogation. The way this game is played is we have a burglar person who was convicted of a crime. A criminal, that's the word. And the problem is that criminal does not know what they did. They don't know their crime, they don't know who they were with, and they don't know where they were at. So it is our detective's job, that would be me and Matt, to to clue them in as to what that crime was and what they did and all those pieces of information. So we're gonna get suggestions for those three things.
Yep, I've already asked them. Just gonna wait for something to roll in.
Yeah. So we need a suggestion for a person that Ed was with, a place they were at, and a crime that they committed. In the meantime, I'm going to get the dog to stop chewing on my foot because it hurts. I have failed. She continues to chew. This dog doesn't understand how dogs work. She doesn't know how to dog yet.
She's trying.
She's trying real hard to dog. So.
Oh, okay.
I should mention this before I forget.
All right, so for character...
That is out of the room, so we can't hear his suggestions. I don't know why I didn't mention that before.
Okay. The character is either Agent Smith from The Matrix, Mad Hatter, or Steve Jobs.
Oh, God. Steve Jobs. We got to do
All
Steve
right.
Jobs.
And then
That
the
is
three
okay.
locations, the beach, Denver, Colorado, or Mars. I like Mars. Or
Mars.
KFC.
Mars.
Or KFC.
Mars. Let's do Mars.
Mars, okay.
And then what crime did this two dastardly duo commit?
This is the last one about to be listed here from our suggestions. Their crime is not knowing how to dog.
Is it? Is that?
No. Actually, we have vacuuming, eating chocolate, staring at clouds. I like that one.
Clouds. Staring at clouds. Okay,
Let
so-
her know that we have them.
So, Steve, our person was Steve Jobs. The place they were at was on Mars, and they were staring at Mars clouds.
All right. So Steve Jobs, Mars,
Ed
and
texted
staring at
in.
clouds.
Ed texted on the chat. He texted the word "wee wee." I don't know what that means. He might be taking a potty break. Not quite sure.
No, that's just means penises.
Oh, okay.
Wee
He
wees,
just,
touching
he just
wee
wanted to remind us that he's aware of what wee wee means.
Yeah, that all three of
Okay.
us are aware that we have wee wees.
Wee
Wee
wee.
wee.
Wee wee.
All right
Wee
then.
wee. Get out of my laboratory. Okay, so we're gonna invite Ed back to the let's call it a studio, and
Begin. Right.
yep, we will begin. Come back, Ed.
Ed. Ed.
I'm back.
Ah. Ah. All
All right, so we have our person, place, and crime. Players, this is the game of interrogation. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's begin.
Yes.
All right, get in that chair.
Sit down right now.
Fine.
Ooh. Ooh. You thought you were gonna be innovative and get out of this? No. That's not how this is gonna work.
That
So
turtleneck
How
ain't
would
gonna
you
save you
innovate?
now.
I'll save whatever I want to save.
Yeah, I bet you will.
You know,
I'll tell you what,
I'll-
you'll do it on an operating system that is text-based. Damn it, that's
I
the
will- I
only
will-
way.
The thing is, I'll bring you on, but if I don't like you, I will fire you. That's what I do. That's what we do. You know?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
even your partner.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
fact is,
even him.
the fact is,
Yeah, and look
Really,
how far
really.
he made it.
you and your accomplice here
Mhm.
at a keynote speak? Really? Like that's in front of all those people you thought you
I
could get away?
did. I did.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
You and your
okay.
buddy, and his one more thing. Yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
Yeah. Let me just have this fruit right here. Are you hungry a little bit? Take a
Oh,
bite out of it already.
I don't know why we leave a bowl of fruit out for our criminals, but you know what?
I just took a bite out of this apple, but I mean you could have it if you want to.
I mean, you know what they say.
I didn't
hungry
do the
for
job
apples.
with my buddy Steve, so I mean.
Yeah. That's what I
Oh,
thought.
that's
You know.
right. That's right.
Yes, you
Alright,
were
so
with Steve Jobs.
You admit it.
Oh, maybe. Oh, I mean,
What?
we might have met. We might have met.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
well, curiouser. My curiosity is piqued.
Oh, shut up, George.
How did you know my name?
Curious George.
Oh no.
Wow, you really led us on a wild goose chase there,
Hmm.
man. I mean, we practically my head was just in outer space there for a second. Jeez.
It's certainly a lot easier to find some water here to quench this sweating. You're making me nervous here, buddy, than is where you were at.
Well, I
Boy.
mean, let's not rule out the impossible. I mean, if there is, there's water everywhere. I mean, there's water where I am. I wouldn't go somewhere without water.
I mean-
that's what you think.
Yeah.
I mean, I ran to Matt Damon. We were doing pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You had him on speed dial, you know. I mean,
Yeah, eating these poop potatoes. It was pretty nice. But you know, I'm glad to be here where there's more water on Earth, because I would never go to Mars.
I
knew it.
You
On my
would.
own.
you admit you're on Mars with Jobs.
I mean,
And Matt Damon, apparently.
Apparently, Matt
Matt
Damon was
Damon on
involved here.
Mars.
We gotta have to bring him in.
Wait. Do we have to go get Matt Damon too?
We might have to.
All right, Sound of the
Well,
Union.
I mean, him and Steve Jobs and I, we're pretty tight. So,
We're gonna
yeah,
confiscate your cell phone and ring him up.
Mhm.
But in the meantime, why don't you tell us exactly what you guys were up to up there on Mars?
Oh,
Yeah.
nothing.
Jobs and Damon.
Just making some rovers.
I don't
They're
think
trying to
that's
get
exactly
home.
what you were doing. I think it was much more relaxing. And what's interesting is that you could do it on Earth as well, but you know it's illegal on Mars. You know it's illegal on Mars. You can do it on Earth. You can do it on both. And it's so easy.
I mean, on Earth, you can have your head in these all day. You can just walk around, not caring about anything, and you could think, oh, look at that one. It's shaped like a bumblebee.
And
That
no one
one's-
cares that it's shaped like a bumblebee.
No one ever cares.
No one ever cares.
I mean, the thing is, like, I like to take walks and I like to look up the clouds every once in a while. I just I'm a dreamer.
You
know
I'm a
that's
dreamer.
what-
I have my head in the clouds, and sometimes I like to see things.
So you
know,
admit it.
constellations? Yeah, are those people dreamers? No, they just made up constellations and no.
You were
one
just
questioned
hanging
them.
out with all states of water now, aren't you?
I mean,
Gaseous state. You got your
Yeah.
frozen state on Mars.
You even got some
Um,
plasma up in there because that's how you roll.
a communist state, because let's face it. I mean,
That's
we're
my
not.
favorite state of water.
Da,
I mean-
comrade. Now give us a full confession.
I mean,
it.
so maybe we were looking at the clouds, and
Mhm.
maybe we were on Mars, looking at Mars clouds, apparently, with the founder and CEO of Apple, Steve Jobs.
All right, Brooklyn. Take him away.
Also, go get Matt Damon. We
Get
need
him
to
on the horn.
now. Matt Damon on the horn?
Get him on
I
the
don't
horn.
know if that. All
No,
right.
we left him on Mars again. Sorry. Oops.
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 All right. Well interrogated. So,
Wait,
ha. Okay. Do we want to do one more, or do we want to jump into ending games now?
I don't know.
Because we started
We
quite
could
a bit
do
late.
Doctor. No.
Let's give Dr. Junior a break, only because
Dr.
last time
Junior.
he was like
Okay.
he was
All right.
on the run from the wall, like
Oh, he was like a drug lord or something.
he was
course.
El Chapo.
Why not? Yeah, essentially.
Let's see. We could do. Do we want to do ending games?
Sure.
All right, let's do. Do we want to do world's worst or sex positions this time?
We could do both. I mean,
Oh man. All right, yeah. Let's do for once. Let's do ending games plural and me and
Nice.
me and for real.
It was like the first episode I went back and listened to, and we did like 3 or 4 ending games. It was like, whoa! It's like half the episode. That's like
It took
80
us half the
minutes
episode
long.
to end it. Yeah, it's like 2 hours. It's a fucking Peter Jackson movie.
The extended edition.
The director's cut. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into. We're doing some ending games. Today we're gonna have ending games plural, like we mean it. Woohoo! We're gonna start with a game we call World's Worst. World's Worst is a game where we're gonna take turns we're gonna get a suggestion for something that an occupation, something that you do, or hobby, or state of mind, what have you, and we're gonna get a suggestion for that, and we're gonna take turns coming up with the examples of the world's worst version of that. So let's go ahead and get some suggestions.
doing it right now.
It was doing it.
I actually have a question, like a real question.
Okay.
When we play it on here, do we just go, or do we go in order, or?
Nah, just go.
Okay.
And we have we'll use this guy to denote when that one is over.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We have a couple objects so far. World's worst lotion, world's worst pill, world's worst cloud.
Let's do lotion. That sounds like a challenge.
Lotion. Okay.
Ocean.
All right.
World's worst lotion. And begin. Lubriderm, now with 50% more sandpaper.
This lotion's available in A, B, and O.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot what I was using that. I don't moisturize.
All right.
Yeah, I just put the
Sugar
challenge.
lotion. That's
I
not
smell
the
faintly of
point.
Cheetos.
Introducing new Blink-182 eye lotion. It's a terrible idea.
It's made of
Lubriderm-
porcupines.
Lubriderm, now only toxic for your dick.
You know, they said it was scented, but I mean, everyone at work still smelled it on my hands after I was done. All right, let's get a new suggestion. What else we got in the suggestion pipe?
Give me a second. We have Train Whistle and Lumberjack and Cloud.
World's Worst Lumberjack sounds interesting.
Train whistle. Oh, okay.
Okay.
We can do Train Whistle next.
Okay. Improv. You know, where we...
All right,
Improv. We plan
Lumberjack?
things out.
We're doing Lumberjack?
Yes.
All right, World's Worst Lumberjack. Got it. I'm a lumberjack and I'm terrible. That's awful.
Yeah, so here in North Dakota, we just, skip right to the wood chipper part there, eh?
Man, I hate striped shirts. Like, I hate them. I never wear them.
All right, train whistle time.
I love trees.
All right, world's worst train whistle.
I forget how hard this game is to play with like 2 people, 2 other people. Go, it's like, oh
It's
man.
actually easier with fewer people because there's less interruption, but I mean, it's harder to play in general because it's a hard game. But what's nice is, when we edit this, it'll sound like we're doing this rapid fire. We're going to sound awesome. This is the one game I don't feel bad about.
But the thing is, Mike, you're gonna leave in you saying that.
I know. I know.
So the entire illusion is just broken.
So
Shattered.
wait, what are we doing next? We have a few more suggestions as well.
Train whistle.
Train
World's worst
whistle.
train whistle.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a train a coming. Why don't 6 feet head so Yassi head?
Excuse me,
I
sir.
can
Will you move, please? Will you move on the train?
We are at a crossing.
There's a train coming. Look out. Attention! This is Gilbert Gottfried. There's a train coming. About as loud as I can get in this apartment. Can't
You're
go
telling
full
me-
Gilbert.
I'm a train whistle, but I just say the words a Wilhelm scream. I don't actually do one.
Wilhelm scream.
Hey, soul sister, I'm that band Train. We whistle.
Good. Good.
Ooh, you rootinest, tootinest, traininest, whistlinest.
Only dogs can hear me.
Dog train. Okay. You know what? Let's. Oh,
I'll do one
time
more.
for
I think there's kind of one more funny one.
Okay. What's,
Oh, there's
what's
a
our last
couple.
one?
I think World's Worst Citizen or World's Worst Amusement Park Ride would be great.
Citizen.
World's worst citizen.
Want to end with that one?
Citizen, sure.
All right. All right, World's Worst Citizen. Here we go.
I'm voting for Donald Trump.
Topical! Hot politics!
It'll be relevant tomorrow.
And watch you get around to editing this like the day
It
before
won't be-
the election.
Well, no, the thing is, by the time I get around to editing this one, it will be up to the next election. He'll be running again, so it'll be fine. I swear to God, if that comes true, I'll be so happy about it.
If you don't start editing this until the year 2020, something's wrong.
No, I'm his twin brother, Plebeian Kane. Woo, boy. 1941 movie jokes.
LOL. Gee, Matt, that you did tell
Wait.
that joke or swells?
Wait, guys, does anyone think that maybe Russia isn't the best country?
Donna, comrade. All right, I have an idea.
Let's scrap this.
No. I want to try a different format for this. I came up with as we were playing this. I thought of this idea. It might work. Instead of getting a suggestion from the audience, one suggestion at a time, and just having it go when people come up with one, let's do like sex positions where we go in order and take turns. But every person gets assigned a random noun from the random noun generator. So the world's worst random noun. And they get one attempt. They only have to do one. And
Okay.
then-
Okay.
I like
Much right.
that.
So let's try that.
The thing is, I like that our most successful in the last group was Train Whistle, the one we thought was going to be, you
the
know,
worst.
the train wreck.
Oh wow, that was so great.
Whoa, we.
So okay,
Wowee.
so let's Ed, why don't you start? We'll do. I guess I should do another introduction in case we use this version. So we're
You
trying.
better not use that last version, by the way.
It wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't
good.
too bad. You choose a couple of them, maybe.
The thing is, that's the one game I don't feel bad about. Normally I only edit the actual games, like the parts where we're doing improv. If there's like an audio glitch, like if there's like a random loud noise or something, I get rid of that. So audio quality. But I leave everything intact when we're improving because I feel like it's kind of like a what do you call it, integrity thing. But for that game, it's like, and a little bit in Dr. Junior too, where there's kind of like artificial sound gaps. They're not really part of the improv. It's just like there.
The lag.
I don't feel bad about getting rid of those. So like World's Worst, the one I just did, it sounds pretty good because it sounds rapid fire. We you know, and Whose Line does that too. They have like a bunch more that they don't use when they do those games. And for the love of God, stop biting me, dog. Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. Don't look at me like you're gonna bite me in the face. Get down.
Where everything's made up and we get eaten alive by rabid dogs.
God. Anyway, see, that's improv. When you have a dog chewing on your hand. I've been improv my whole weekend. It's just, what do I do? There's a dog in my house. But yeah, so, anywho. So, all right, let me do another intro for that other version. We'll pick which one works best. World's Worst. We're going to shift things up a little bit for World's Worst. We're going to try something a little new. We're going to use our favorite new piece of equipment here, the random noun generator. The way World's Worst is going to work is we're going to go in order, and we're each going to get assigned a random noun, and then our players are going to give you the example of the World's Worst version of that noun. So let's start with Ed.
Okay.
Ed,
Yes.
tell me the world's worst business.
I feel like the world's worst business. I feel like the world's worst business would be. Oh God, I don't know. Don't put this in.
Pass.
It's okay.
No,
I mean, I
I'll
think you should
pass.
feel to say pass if it's like, you know.
So open-ended. Okay. Seriously, can you not put that in?
Ed, you should have just screamed number 2, and then, you know.
2.
I'm kidding.
I don't get it.
Shit.
Wait.
Like poop. Business. Doing the business.
Oh.
Anyway, it's fine. Also, it's our first try at this game, so I
Yeah.
mean.
We can incorporate a rule where you pass it on to the next person, I guess, if you don't have one. For the love of God, dog, you're breaking my skin now. Get the fuck out of here. Jesus.
Oh.
Really doesn't know how to dog, and it's pissing me off. Bring
Poor-
it back tomorrow, at least. God, she already ruined a sock during
Oh,
the course of this during the course of the taping of this show. She ruined a sock, like just to get her off me for temporarily. I sacrificed a sock. Here, take the other one. Chew up the other sock. I ain't even mad. No, I am mad. I even mad. Eat that fucking sock and keep your mouth shut. Anyway. Eat that fucking sock and keep your mouth shut.com, the business. So all right, so how about so if you don't have one, you do pass, it'll go to the next player.
Okay.
And we'll keep going. We won't do like one, we'll just keep going round and round, I guess. So, all right, well Ed, I'll give you one more. Tell me the world's worst granddaughter.
I feel like the world's worst granddaughter. I'm here to visit you again for the 4th time this week in the nursing home here, and really I'm only here for your handouts because I know you're loaded, and you know I will gladly sit here and chat with you about the latest episode of CSI that you watched, and that's great. But the thing is, I have a Kickstarter to finish, and I'm going to need your help. And no, you haven't given me a check before. This is the first time we've talked.
Okay. Matt, I want you to give me an example of the world's worst Detective.
World's worst detective, huh? Hmm. Uh, hello there. It's me, Inspector Gadget.
Wowzers!
I only have one gadget. That's this frying pan.
And that's my intuition right here.
This might be even harder than the last version of this.
All right, I'm gonna give myself one. Mike, give me an example of the world's worst violin. Oh, what the fuck?
I can't play. I don't have strings.
The Stradivarius here is constructed out of pure iron. It is rusted, and it is meant to be held in your mouth while you play it.
What?
That's all I got. It's gonna be hard to pick which version of this to use. Well, let's try. We made an effort for this one. World's worst is hard.
We'll get there.
You know what's funny is that the world's worst improv game for us just happens to be
It's
world's worst. Is world's worst.
Let's not publish.
Well, again, what makes it easy when you do it with like 12 people is like, okay, at least someone will have something, so it gives you more time to think. Whereas when it's 3, it's like, it's not uncommon for 3 people not to have something immediately for 15 different things. To yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. So let's move on to our second ending game, or if I edit this show, our first ending game.
Let's move on to.
Let's move on to an ending game. Be as ambiguous as possible. This is the game we're going to play called Sex Positions. Sex Positions. This is a game where we're going to go in order. Someone is going to someone is going to name a sex position, and then the other player is going to take turns describing that sex position until the original person will offer the true meaning of said sex position. So, Ed, why don't you start? Give us a sex position. Hit us with some sex.
All right. From Oriental Supermarket and Restaurant, Mr. Chin's takeout menu, we have the bomb fish.
All right. Well, that's easy.
Yeah.
The bomb fish is when you try. It's the bomb fish is what you. Is the dirty talk you do when you don't know how to do dirty talk to the girl you are currently screwing. Wow, that's one bomb fish. Excuse me?
Okay, interesting. The bomb fish is really what happens when you're in the 90s and you're having sex at a Fish concert, and she just agrees, hey, that was the bomb.
Well, that's great. But what the bomb fish actually is when you stick contraband explosives inside of your lady parts to get past the TSA.
And then you go fishing later.
And then you join the Mile High Club.
Fish it out. Okay, Matt, what have you got?
All right, gentlemen. I want to hear about the 1/4 restraining order.
Okay, well, that's an easy one. The 1/4 restraining order is Roger Goodell's latest addition to the NFL rulebook. It's what happens when you sexually assault a girl on campus. You're in the NFL, but you're on campus. It's a very specific case for this law, and you sit out for 1/4 because that's how the rules work.
Well, the 1/4 restraining order is when you realize that your type is people with 3 limbs. So 1/4 of them has been restrained. So you only go out with people that are your type because you
Once you've been quartered, you don't go
bordered.
You don't. Once you go quartered, you don't.
No, you do not.
A memoir by Travis Barker.
Hey, we're coming full circle now.
Hey! All right. So actually, the 1/4 restraining order is when you perform a sexual act that seems so devious that you both realize that something illegal was probably done, and that maybe a little bit of law is required, a little bit of action.
All right, I got one because why not? Oh, why don't you tell me about the dog eating the blinds, because that's what's happening behind me right now. Shut up!
Well, the dog's eating the blinds. Well, first off, the carpet has to match the drapes, which
like where this is
then
going.
gets eaten by a group of canines. So the person you're with gets scalped by dogs. And then there's probably a penis in there at some point, but, you know, that's the least of your worries.
It sure is.
All right. Well, the dog eating blinds is actually when two young blind virgins meet up for the first time, and they're very passive aggressive. And so, as they both fail very miserably at oral, neither one has the heart to tell the other one that they're not, in fact, eating the right part of the body.
Oh. Well, those are good guesses, but the dog eating the blinds is what happens when you agree to dog sit, and you don't realize that this dog still doesn't know what things are edible and what things are not, and she still hasn't learned. Stop eating the blinds! This one was very literal.
Yeah, I can only get off doing that when I dog sit.
There's nothing sexual about this.
In fact, dare I say, it is the opposite.
This is a sex position about getting fucked in life.
It's a sexless position, is what it is. And now she's on my.
It's a metaphor.
Eating my hand again. Get off my fingers! God damn it! Ow!
That's a cock block position.
She thinks my microphone's a chew toy.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Chomp, chomp. Money,
yeah.
money, money.
Like, I want a picture of this dog stat on the Facebook thing.
I'll give you all the pictures you want. She's adorable when she's not eating your hand.
Yeah.
Most things are, actually.
Again, that's what my version of dog eating blinds is. My girlfriend's adorable when she's not eating my hand.
Dogged and quartered. Okay. All right. Well, that was our ending game. So that was Chimp Knuckles for the day of. That was Nuck Chimples. That was Chimp Chimples. That was Blink-182. What's my age again? That was Travis
Doug
Barker.
Thibodeau, owner of the.
That's what happens when you dog sit and the dog eats your face off and bites your hand on fire.
I'm so tongue-tied.
Yeah. So we are a weekly comedy podcast. We do this every week. We are brought to you by Jim's Dogless Blinds. Blinds for those without dogs.
And how?
And how? Satisfaction guaranteed, or you have a dog. We are on. You can find us on all the social media networks. We are on the Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Tumblr. Those are all of them. We are on all of your podcast apps, your iTunes, your Androids, your Stitcher.fms, your Pocket Casts, We're on Google Play.
TI-83 plus silvers.
Yeah, we're on Apple too, available on floppy. We're on Google Play Music's podcast section, but it hasn't launched yet since October. So it still hasn't. I checked. I was like, wait, is that up yet? And nope, it ain't. So they're taking their sweet time, but we'll be there.
Well, watch it actually be up, but they just haven't told you. It's like, don't tell this Mike guy.
They don't have the heart to tell us. So whenever I log into my account, they redirect me because they don't want me to feel bad. Like, this guy's clear. Well, if you heard his stuff, he's clearly hanging by a thread. We don't want to be that. We don't want to push him over the edge there. So bensound.com does our music. He don't know, but he does.
A memoir by Tom DeLonge.
You don't know, but he does. People don't think he sounds like he does, but he Ben.
Sounds.
We are on www.chimpknuckles.com, and we're doing this next week. Same chimp time, same chimp channel. Hopefully, I'll be dogless, and my fingers will be intact. So until next time, Moki, get the fuck off the blinds. That is our catchphrase for this week.
Ding, 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 ding.
And yeah, so Alex was supposed to be here, so we should leave him a sign-off message.
Yeah. I got one. Ready? Now the world don't move to the beat of just one drum.
If you gotta clap along, it has to be off the beat.
I had to fit it in somewhere. I mean, no one thinks that joke is funny except me, and I love it.
No one needs to think it's funny. It doesn't have to be funny to anyone else but us. The whole show is an inside joke. We might as well embrace it. We might as well go whole hog. We might as well go all the way inside. Burrow on up there.
Hulk Hogan. What?
Burrow on up there into the inside joke.
We're burrowing on up to the east side.
Well, moving on up.
No, I wasn't clapping for you, Moki. Go away.
I
On
have fans.
the
No, I do
Facebook
not.
message thing. I want picture stat
All right.
of Alex.
Well, good night, everybody.
Good night.